I was born in Leipzig, Germany. It really was a beautiful city. I had a happy childhood. My family was loving. I had a mother and father, and a sister, Johanna. We were very close, you know. We laughed together, we played together. Life was good. I went to school. I loved to learn. I was good at math and science. I wanted to be an engineer. I dreamed of building things, making the world a better place. My father worked hard. He had a factory. He made buttons. He was a good man. He taught me the value of hard work and the importance of family. Life was simple. Life was good. I was a happy boy. Then everything changed. The world I knew, the streets I walked every day suddenly felt unfamiliar and cold. The Nazis came to power. They hated Jews. Their rise was swift and terrifying, and their hatred was everywhere. They said we were different. They spread lies about us, turning neighbors and friends against us. They said we were dangerous. People I once trusted began to look at me with suspicion and fear. They passed laws against us. The Nuremberg laws stripped us of our rights, making it illegal for us to live as equals. We couldn't go to school. We couldn't work. Our lives shrank day by day as opportunities disappeared. We couldn't go to the park. Even the simplest joys were taken from us. We couldn't even own a pet. Every part of our daily life was controlled and restricted. One night, everything changed forever. It was called Kristallnacht, the night of broken glass. The violence was sudden and overwhelming. The Nazis came for us. They burned our synagogue. They smashed our shops. The sound of breaking glass echoed through the city. They beat up my father. I watched, helpless, as he was attacked in the street. They carved a swastika into my arm. The pain was sharp, but the fear was worse. I was just a teenager. I didn't understand why this was happening to us. My parents knew we were in danger. They tried to protect me, but there was only so much they could do. They sent me away, to a boarding school. It was their last hope to keep me safe. They said it was for my safety. I could see the worry in their eyes as we said goodbye. I didn't want to leave, but they made me go. I felt alone and scared, not knowing what would happen next. I never saw them again. Their faces remain in my memory, a reminder of everything I lost. I was sent to a concentration camp, Buchenwald. The name alone filled us with dread. It was a place where hope seemed to vanish the moment you arrived, swallowed by the barbed wire and the watchful eyes of the guards. It was a terrible place. We were starved, our bodies wasting away. We were beaten, humiliated, stripped of our humanity. Every day, we wondered if we would survive to see the next sunrise. We were worked to the bone, forced to labor from dawn until nightfall. Our hands bled, our backs ached, but we had no choice. The work was endless, and the punishment for slowing down was severe. Every day was a fight for survival. Hunger gnawed at us constantly. Disease spread quickly in the cramped, filthy barracks. Fear was our constant companion. After months of suffering, I was transferred to Auschwitz. The name itself was enough to terrify even the strongest among us. Auschwitz was the worst of the worst. It was a factory of death, a place where humanity was erased. I will never forget the horrors I saw there. The gas chambers, where so many innocent lives were taken. The crematoriums, where the air was thick with the smoke of the dead. The piles of dead bodies haunted my dreams. I lost everything I loved in those camps. My family, my friends, the people who made life worth living, my dignity, my hope. All of it was stripped away, leaving only the will to survive. But I clung to life, even when it seemed impossible. I refused to let them take my spirit. I had to survive, for my parents, for my sister, for the memory of everyone I had lost. I used my skills as an engineer to stay alive. My knowledge became my shield, my only weapon against death. I became valuable to the Nazis. I fixed their machines. I built their weapons. It was dangerous, but it kept me alive another day. I did what I had to do to survive. In that darkness, I held on to the hope that one day I would be free. Narrator at 1. 0x. If Eddie's story has touched you, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us share more important stories like this one. Thank you. After what felt like an eternity, I escaped. I ran for my life. I hid in forests. I slept in ditches. I was finally liberated by American soldiers. I weighed only 62 pounds. I was free, but I was broken. I searched for my family. I had lost everything. But then, a miracle. I found my sister Johanna. She had survived. We were reunited in Belgium. It was the happiest day of my life. I met a wonderful woman named Flora. We fell in love. We got married. We started a new life together. We moved to Australia, a land of sunshine and opportunity. I worked hard. I built a business from nothing, with my own 2 hands and a heart full of hope. Every day, I poured my energy into creating something lasting, something that would support my family and give us a future. The shop became more than just a place to work. It was a symbol of survival, of starting over, and of resilience. I had a family, 2 sons, 4 grandchildren. Life was good again. I had found happiness in the laughter of my children and the warmth of my grandchildren's hugs. The pain of the past was still there, but it was softened by the love that surrounded me every day. I promised myself I would never hate. Hate is a disease. It destroys the hater. I forgave my tormentors, not because it was easy, but because I refused to let them have power over my heart. Forgiveness was my way of taking back control, of choosing my own destiny. Not because they deserved it. Some wounds never fully heal, and some actions can never be justified. But because I deserved peace. I wanted to live free from bitterness, to let my heart be light again. I shared my story with the world. I spoke to young people, to communities, to anyone who would listen, hoping my words could make a difference. I wanted people to know about the horrors of the Holocaust. I wanted them to remember so that such darkness would never return. But I also wanted them to know that there is always hope. Even when the world seems lost, there is a light that can never be extinguished, even in the darkest of times. I wrote a book, pouring my memories and lessons onto every page, hoping to inspire others long after I was gone. The Happiest Man on Earth. That was the title, and it was the truth I had discovered through a lifetime of struggle and joy. Because that's what I was. I had found happiness, not in things, but in people, in kindness, and in gratitude for every new day. And I wanted to share it with the world. My story was not just about survival, but about the power of love and the importance of never giving up. I lived a long and happy life. I cherished every moment, every birthday, every walk in the park with those I loved. I died at the age of 101, surrounded by my loving family. Their presence was my greatest comfort, my final blessing. I left this world a better place than I found it. My legacy lives on in the kindness I shared and the hope I inspired. My message is simple. Life is beautiful. Life is precious. Don't waste it. Happiness is a choice. Choose to be happy. Choose to love. Choose to forgive. Every day is a gift, and every moment is an opportunity to make a difference. Choose to live a life that matters. Help others, be kind, and leave a legacy of compassion. Remember, happiness is in your hands. The world can be changed by one person choosing hope, love, and forgiveness.